Welcome back to day 5 of our Wallpaper App Development series. Today we will fetch wallpapers from Firebase in each fragment. So let's get started. First we need to remove this unnecessary code from each fragment. Okay, we have not required this much of code. So we are removing this code. This code is provided by the blank fragment by default. So we have not required this code, we simply implement it with view binding. That's it. So here we just copy and paste the logic of the UI. Okay, so here we have defined the constraint layout. Under we have defined the swipe refresh, so that user once swipe from top to bottom, it will refresh the wallpapers. Okay, now we need to make a data class. Okay, so under this package name I will define a package that is a model. Under that I will make a data class which name I give as a wallpaper. Now under this wallpaper item I will define a variable that is where wall id string is equal to null, and wall name, which holds the wallpaper name, is equal to null. Then URL as a string, also null. Okay, so here we define the default values as a null, which ensures safe deserialization from Firebase. So our wallpaper class is done. Now we need to make a item so that user can see the wallpaper in a RecyclerView item. View wallpaper layout. Yeah, this is the logic we have defined here for the wallpaper item. Okay, now coming to the fragment latest, here we will define as a list item view wallpaper layout. Okay, now you can see each item visible in a grid view because we give the span count is 3, that is why. Okay, now coming to the latest fragment, so that here we will define the function to fetch the latest endpoint data. So here first we will define the variable for database Firebase database. Okay, then another variable for wallpaper adapter, another variable for wallpaper list, array list, wallpaper. Now under the adapter we need to define wallpaper adapter. So here in the wallpaper adapter I will just copy and paste the code. All right, I will make a binding for the image view. So we need to make a file here, that is image view binding adapter. So for the binding we will make a function here, that is load image from internet. View image view image URL, which is in a string. So here we are using the glide library view dot context load image URL. Then we'll give here a placeholder r.color dark blue. Then if sometimes image is not loads, so in that case user could see again the dark blue. Okay, into view. So we have bind, give the annotation bind ding adapter value is equal to image URL. So now coming to the wallpaper adapter import. Here you can see we give the client name wallpaper item client.url and the variable we are using the image URL. Similarly, we give in the image view binding adapter as image URL. So whatever the image that contain by the variable is passing under this glide library, so that image should appear in the image view, not with the URL. Okay, so this will help us to load the image from the URL. Okay, we have done this. Now coming to the latest fragment. So we initialize all the variables here. Now under onCreateView method I will invoke setup RecyclerView and setup swipe refresh layout, and then fetch wallpapers. After invoking, I will create functions for each. Now under each function I will define all the functionality. So under this setup RecyclerView function, we have initialized the RecyclerView adapter, which helps to displace wallpaper in a grid with 3 columns. It ensures smooth and efficient UI updates. Come to the setup swipe refresh layout. It helps to reload wallpapers from Firebase when users swipe down. And swipe refresh layout is refreshing is equal to false. It stops the refresh animation after data is loaded. It provides a smooth user experience. Under fetch wallpapers function, we are displaying the loading dialog. So first we need to define a variable name as a loading dialog. Okay, we have added a layout as a loading dialog with progress bar, so user can't able to dismiss the loading dialog. It only dismiss once all the wallpaper item is fetched from the real-time database. So here we define the fetching data from Firebase. Connects database.get a reference latest. It connects to the latest node in the Firebase real-time database where wallpaper data is stored. And add listener for single value event. It fetches data once instead of continuously listening for changes. Now clearing old before adding new wallpapers. Wallpaper list.clear helps to clearing old data. It removes previous wallpaper to avoid duplication. And here we have iterating through wallpapers and adding them to the list. So under the for loop, we have iterating through wallpapers and adding them to the list. So this is the logic from which we need to use to fetch the wallpapers in a RecyclerView item. See, now all the wallpapers are loading efficiently from the Firebase real-time database. Okay. Now we will reuse this logic in other fragments. Okay. The only thing we need to replace is this endpoint for each fragment. For popular, we need to give popular keyword here, and for random, we will give a random keyword. And see, right now we have only implemented this fragment, so that's why. Alright, so what I will do is I will copy the whole logic. Okay, now coming to the popular fragment, paste it, just replace the class name, that is a popular fragment, popular binding, popular. Similarly in the random, we just need to change the class name. Okay, popular to random. Now we are getting a bunch of error because of the in layout we not define these things. So for that we will just copy and paste this layout code. For the latest one, we will copy this latest layout, and we just need to replace in other fragments. So we have successfully able to replace it with. Now again I want to just run this application and see the output. Okay, cool, we are able to see the latest. If I click on popular, yeah, our popular wallpaper is also appearing, and random. Okay, random is also appearing, and we also able to see the swipe refresh layout. Once we click on it, once we swipe from top to bottom, it will refresh. Okay, now in our next video we will implement the view activity so that user can able to view the wallpaper in full screen whenever they click on any wallpaper. Okay, so that's it for today. See you in the next video.